This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and we are live with a serious question. And it's crazy. I've been reading the comments, okay, in the last video where Tyson predicted AJ, right? And it just sparked me to start this live stream with you guys. I know we're going live Saturday. It's going to be epic. I'll meet up with Dean sometime tonight or sometime in the morning, so stay tuned for that. But I wanted to reach out to you guys. Hit that like button when you come in. And this serious question is Oleksandr Usyk running Tyson Fury out of the sport of boxing? Because it's one thing, okay, to want to fight someone, to pay someone else to fight someone. But then it's another thing to fight your mandatory, that a guy that's not like on like a pound for pound list, that's not undefeated, that's not a champion, beat him and then say, hey, see you later. Right? That's a totally different thing. It's just strange. So what I've done, I want you guys to vote on it, because I made a poll, of course. Scants Rants. Why Heyman gave us 3, possibly 4 undisputed fights if Bud don't duck in recent memory, but Hearn can't give us an undisputed fight to save his life. Scants Rants. Well, as far as that goes, I think you have to consider the fact that Eddie Hearn did that, or attempted to do that, by himself. He didn't get any help from the other promoters. It's supposed to be like a co-joint issue, right? And they just kind of sat back like, ha 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 ha. I wonder if he's going to do what he says he's going to do. Right? So it's a lot of pressure on one man, when I think if they all would have put their heads together, that fight could have been done a lot more, instead of sit back and criticize, instead of, pitch in, you know what I mean? If it's Wilder's fault that AJ undisputed fight didn't happen, why did Canelo and Plant have no problem taking 50 million? And why didn't Hearn get Haney versus Kambosos done? Well, as far as I've known, the Kambosos and Haney fight's done. I mean, he's still signed with that Eddie Hearn. Is your Instagram working? Michael Buffer, it is, finally. And that was a trip, let me tell you. It's been a crazy couple months here, man. Crazy. But I'm thankful. Basically, White's no good. No, didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. Daniel Matthew. Fury may retire, as now it's harder for him to get under the table money from the gangster. Oh, ha ha. There you go. John Roy, Mattress Mania. Hi from Nottingham. Nottingham in the house. I think Fury is saying this is the last fight to sell more pay-per-view, but I also think he wants no part of Usyk. Jarek Wilkins. Make sure you guys vote and hit that like button. It doesn't cost anything to do that. Usyk will never be the same. Ooh, now that's something that's something that sparks interest. Please explain. Counterpunch Boxing News is a great channel, unlike most boxing channels who are biased against Fury because they love Wilder, or other channels who love White or racist. Respect to Counter. Bailey Frankson. I don't know. I mean, I give everybody like a 50-50 shake. You know what I mean? I try, So if someone does something that I admire and I like, I'm gonna report on it. Why not? If I think what happens, people selectively look at certain videos to certain channels and they make their conclusion off that one video. And I don't think that's the thing to do. Hearn didn't get it done, and Haney is signed to Top Rank. He's signed to Top Rank to fight Kambosos because that's how they had it. But then Eddie, I think Eddie's worried more about Canelo and Joshua. Because I think he's narrowing it down. I mean, he's showing love to other fighters, but like Conor Benn and guys like that. But he's worked with everybody, and I think he's figured it out. You don't keep a fighter under your banner exclusively all the time. It doesn't work like that when you're promoting. So I think he's figured the game out, right? Usyk dropping 20 pounds is worrying. Yeah, Kevin, it is. Kevin Fuentes, it is. Darby, Fury will fight him. Fury playing games with you, all especially with the promoters. Hey, he might be. Fury has this thing of keeping you guessing by saying different shit all the time. Super chat, Michael Buffer with those 2 pounds is going down. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Fury said years ago he won't fight Usyk. He can't sell. He did say that. He just said that he had no interest in fighting Usyk. But then it's like Usyk has put himself in position to be the guy to beat. So that's the guy really to fight. You know what I mean? That's the guy to fight. Not look, give White his opportunity. If White, loses, okay, well, he's had his opportunity, but then you move forward. And you think about how Tyson Fury's resume will be. Beating Wilder, third time, great fight. Beating White, right? Then fighting Usyk. So you have Wilder, Vladimir Klitschko, Wilder. If Otto Wallin can do something, then we could really add him, but he's not credible. And I feel bad for Otto Wallin because he really wanted that White fight. He really did. But Wilder for the third time, White, Usyk. Man, that his resume will increase by like that. Right? Fury will fight him. Okay. I'd rather box a 200-pound octopus than Usyk. Damn, Josh Randall. It is difficult with somebody like that. But I think here's the good thing about Tyson Fury fighting Usyk if he does. If Tyson Fury fights Oleksandr Usyk, right? He's had experience with those type of, technical move around kind of fighters. Because remember Cunningham was like that, and he couldn't outbox him. He admitted that, like, I can't outbox this dude. So I had to do what I know to do, fight. See, you don't box boxers. Boxers want you to box them because they can make traps, holes. They can do whatever they want to do when you're doing what they want you to do. Okay. Fury not motivated with boxing or beating up on someone he perceives as a middleweight. Scants Ranch. Let me break it down to you. You know what I think Tyson's doing? Tyson may retire. He may. You understand? He's like 33. I think, and he's already said this too. You have to keep in mind, Tyson kind of lets you know things he says, and he says it, and it's pretty much what he's going to do. I think. Hold that thought. Let me finish these comments because I'm going to drop a bomb on you because it's something he said I think people are forgetting about. If Dillian beats Fury, all this talk is out the window. Vincent, you ain't never lying. If White, and it's crazy. If Dillian White knocks out Tyson, because I think that's the only way he's going to beat him, knock him out. Catch him with one of them hooks or one of them right hands that Tyson Fury runs right into. He gets chinned. And you know what I mean? And dude, all that shit will go right out the window. But you know what, though? At the same time, everybody will be on equal playing fields. There won't be a fat cat. There won't be a boss. There won't be a Don. There will just be fighters fighting each other. And I think everything will be humbled and flattened. Because everybody, Joshua, Wilder, now Fury, White, he's had his, then, well, you still have Usyk. You still have Usyk, so, sorry about that, guys. But you still have Usyk. So if Usyk beats Tyson, if Usyk beats Joshua again, he will be on the very top. Bill, when the two fights are done and the winners fight, who do you think comes away the champ? I don't know. I'm like one of these. I'm just like, show me. First of all, show me. Let's wait and see. Appreciate the super chat on that 5 pounds, brother. Thank you. From the UK, Darby says, from the UK, I will be at Wembley Saturday. Can't wait. You will be a part of 94,000 people. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go. Parsha slash Mr. Big Jingles or Jiggles. Wileen struggled with a journeyman. Please don't add him in there, Kurt. I have not. I did not. Like, as you remember me saying, it's difficult to add Wileen anywhere because Wileen just made a good effort against the guy that's at the top or one of the guys at the top. That's, like, oh, he was good, But I mean, after all, that's what he did. He gets credit from a loss, but he still lost. I think DW beats Fury by KO on this occasion, but won't win the rematch. Dion W, my guy Kurt just tuned in. I ain't caught your lives in a while. I finally caught you with you. Dion, welcome. Thank you for the $20 super chat coming in. Thank you, brother. Let's see. Fury will retire just to come out of retirement to build a strong narrative when talks begin about an undisputed clash between him and Joshua Usyk, but I believe White KO's Fury anyway. # boxing. Rocky Valley War Room. Very interesting comment. Very interesting. If Fury beats White and the winner of Usyk versus Joshua, he would be the second undefeated heavyweight champ since Marciano, and he would be the third undisputed unified heavyweight champ since Lewis. That is true. That is exactly true. If Fury retires, he will 100% come back. Trust me. But see, here's the thing. If Tyson Fury retires, people, please remember to vote on the community. So vote on that sucker. Tell me what you think. Usyk, man, I'm going to tell you. If he retires, it's going to look and appear very, very bad. Like, because if you are a hater of Tyson Fury, this is going to give you just that much room to counterpunch. Right? It's going to give you that much room to counterpunch because it's like, listen, you wanted to fight a guy, you were willing to pay 15 million pounds to another guy, supposedly, so that guy can step aside to fight that guy, but you had a mandatory, so that was your tune-up. Then this tune-up becomes the last fight. That's very strange. It would seem like, okay, since Oleksandr Usyk has done his job and you've done your job, the only job left is for you to get it on with him. I mean, that's the only logical thing. And if he says, "Oh, well, I'm out. See you later. I'm gonna get drunk, drink 12 pints of Guinness," people are gonna look at him like, "Okay, you'd rather get drunk than to train to fight to see who's the best heavyweight." And it sounds like that's on some Floyd Money Mayweather shit to me, because that's some shit Floyd would do. I mean, because see, if he does that, that's the direct comparison. He's the go-to because Floyd done that shit several times. He would come back, like De La Hoya, and it's almost like Pacquiao ate up Mayweather's leftovers and stuff. So if Tyson Fury then goes because it's almost like Usyk's done doing that. Like, Usyk shouldn't have fought Anthony Joshua last year. Anthony Joshua should have fought Tyson Fury. Fighting Gono in an exhibition match after he retires. Well, if he does that, Bailey, he will just be like Floyd, Money Mayweather. Say it with me, Floyd, Money Mayweather. In his career, he would retire. Personally, I think he needs the sport for his mental issues, and I think he would miss the attention he's getting. Well, see, here's the thing, though, Axel. If he doesn't continue fighting, he's gonna get fat again. And it's always rule of thumb: when you lose weight, it's so much easier to gain that shit back. It's so crazy. Losing weight is like gaining weight is so much easier than losing it. But when you lost it, you have to maintain that weight because if you don't, you're going to gain it back, especially when you stop doing things. Now, if he keeps, working out, if he keeps on, if he keeps training and doing a lot of stuff like that, he should be okay. But if he starts drinking too much, all that Guinness, then eating, and then here's the problem when you retire. No one is telling you what to do. Okay? And Tyson Fury needs that balance. He needs that instruction because if not, if he doesn't have that discipline, people, he can wind right back up in the same position. That's the scary thing about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a guy that I think, he could do exhibitions, he could do that, but that's not the same as training for a fight. It's not a training camp. It's not something that you hire people to do. No, exhibition is just how much money you're going to give me to do what I do. I'm gonna come in whatever shape, but it's not a particular game plan you're gonna work on in an exhibition. It's just it's like some freelance, free for all type shit. Nikki Blue Eyes Austin. Good evening. Nice to catch you. Hit the like button. Thank you. You guys, it's 150 people in here. Let's hit that like button. That'll bring more people in. Tiger Stripe, good evening to you. If White beats Fury, then I will be interested to see how Fury fans react. Me too. Most importantly, not the Fury fans. I want to see what the gift horse, how he reacts. I want to see how Tyson Fury reacts to taking a loss. And then I think that would show who he really is. Then, and if he takes it in stride and he takes it like, hey, but I like how Tyson Fury explains, like, if I lost, we're just going to go have a beer and that'll be it. He doesn't really take it as though it's something that can never happen. He talks that game, but then you hear him say something else, and it's like, okay, hold on just a second, guys. Okay, I am back, and it's crazy. This film industry is crazy, right? I just got called in to work. I thought I was on hold, but obviously not. So, need to get off the bandwagon for fuck's sake. Let him fight White. Let's see what happens. What a load of crap, this title. No, I mean, it's a good question. I mean, Tyson Fury's talking about retirement. So, like, how is that a crap title? But anyway, damn, man, I wish I could go longer with you guys, but I have to run. So this is what Tyson Fury, I think he's going to do. Okay, I got to drop the bomb on you guys because I got to run. I think Tyson Fury, what he will do, he will retire and he will spiral out of control. He will party a bit. And I think he will do the same thing and then come back. So I forget who said that. Rocky Valley, right? Shout out to you, because that's exactly how I feel. I feel Tyson Fury will retire. And he'll get that victory, and that victory for a while will be satisfying. You know what I mean? Always a pleasure, Nikki. It'll be satisfying. So it's like for a while, temporarily. But what'll happen, he will get complacent. He will get tired of sitting around. You'll see him partying in Vegas and stuff like that. Hello, my boy. You'll see him in the casinos and stuff, and then he'll get tired of it. And then he'll come back. How long that will be? Maybe a year. You know what I mean? It will probably take him a year to get tired of what he's doing. But again, like I said, if he messes around and gets too much of that party life, and he's like too much over here, he's not centered, he can get back fat. And then that will be a whole nother thing. But see, mind you, that won't be the best thing for Tyson. Why? Because Tyson People get tired of the same narrative, right? They get tired of it. Like, okay, we've seen you, been there, done that. Okay, you're just the dude that just really not focused. You know what I mean? That won't really even be a good thing. See, the narrative or the story was awesome because he went from being 400 pounds to like now like two something in shape. You know what I mean? And he's motivated, and the mental illness and all that. But if he falls to it, that's just a person falling to what's going on. He's falling to his own shortcomings. You know what I mean? And that won't really be impressive. The impressive part about Tyson Fury is his resilience. So if he keeps that, he will be a blessing to everybody. So if he crashes, people are going to start to criticize him and judge him. See what I mean? So that is. That's what I think could happen to Tyson Fury. But I think he will retire. I think he'll take a vacation, I call it. He may call it retirement just to have something to say. But I think he will get tired of doing that. Jay Fletcher, Kamel, Reinhard, Underdog Melting, Bailey, Bill, Peter, Andre, Scance Rants, Nikki Blue Eyes, James. Thank you guys for coming into this chat. I'm sorry I have to cut it short, but I got to get to set because I have to work. I'm out of town working on a no show. So thank you guys for coming in once again. Please remember to vote. I may, if I get off earlier, come back and do a live stream after I get off. I'm not really sure what time we'll get off, but stay tuned for tomorrow. I will be dropping more videos to you guys. But yeah, absolutely, Nikki. You'll see me Saturday, God willing. Everybody be blessed, be nice to each other, and everybody has been counterpunched. Peace.